Hello, it's Mrs.Z. Okay. Today we have a grade 5 mission to lesson 1 exit ticket. Find the products. Product means solution for multiplication. So this is multiplication symbol, and then our problems will be multiplication, and our solution is a product or products for these. Okay. So when we see that numbers on both sides have zeros, that means that we have involved multiples of tens. So you have to know something, that when you have multiple of tens, you gain a zero. So remember how, just this is a reminder, if you have 1 times 10, you got 10, correct? But if you have 10 times 10, then you got 100, because the 10 gets 10 times bigger, and then the number 10 gains one more zero from the 10. So you got 2 zeros. So if you happen to have 100 times 100, then you practically will have in your solution 4 zeros, because there's a multiple of 10, 10 times 10, and then this is also 10 times 10. So that means you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 tens to multiply. So that means these 4 zeros goes in your solution. So it's going to be 1, and then with the 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go 1, 2, 3, and you can put comma, because comma comes after the place. This is place value of ones, and then this is place value of thousands. So 10,000 is your solution. So here I know then this 2 zeros represents, I'm going to enlarge a bit. So we're going to do one problem at a time. This represents the 100. So you can see that this is really 19 times 100, and times 20 represents 2 times 10. So when we don't need to usually do that, we just go straight to the whole digits that we have, like 19 and 2, and we add the zeros to our product. But you have to know logic behind this is that is you have now 100 and times 10. So 100 times 10, you can the this is commutative property works. So an associative property for multiplication. Associative property says that I can move these around of my liking. So I'm going to move 19 times 2 first, and then I will leave the 100 times 10 right there. So I still have all factors, just I associate now these two, and then I'm going to associate these two together. So now 19 times 2 means 2 groups of 19. So 19 plus 19 is 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 is 38. So 2 times 19 is 38. And then you know that this is multiple, these are multiple of tens, which means you're going to have 1 with 1, 2, 3 zeros involved. So 1, 2, 3. So 100, 10 times 10 is 100, and 100 times 10 is 1,000. So you have now 1,000 to deal with. Now you have the whole number 38 multiplied by a number of multiple of tens. That is, so that means that you can say just 38 times 1 is 38, and then you're going to add these 3 zeros, which will represent 38 thousandths. So 38,000 is our solution for this problem. So you can see right now how I can do short version. Look, 19 and 2. 2 times 19 is 18, and add 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So that is 18,000. So product is 18,000. So this is logic because you can decompose these into multiple of tens and the whole digits, and then you will multiply the numbers with the zeros and get your solution, multiply with the whole number, and finally get final product total. Okay, so right now let's see how we can do short version of that. Here we have the 6 and 5, the whole digit. So 6 fives, 6 times 5 is 30. And then I just needed to add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. When I add those, all the numbers, 6 times 5 is 30 and 4 zeros, then I can go and do the 3 digits each time to make my commas. Once tens, hundreds, comma, once tens, hundreds. So that means this is 300,000 is my solution. 300,000 is the answer on this. If you still don't understand it, I can expand it. 6 times 1,000 plus 5, oh, so sorry, times, no plus, times 5 times 10. It's all multiplication, so no plus there. So now I can use associate 6 and 5. And then I'm going to multiply the 1,000 times 10. So 6 times 5 is 30, and 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. So 30 times 10 is 300,000. So that's way how to do logic. All right, and so 25 tens times, you can think of this also, language, 25 tens times 300s. You can use language. I'm going to show you this 25 tens times 300. Okay, so that is, you can use this also. 25 times 3, or 3 25s. 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 75. And then because you multiply this with this. Okay, now if you multiply tens by hundreds, you're going to get 1,000. So this is 75,000, only once because it's a whole number. So 10 times 100 is 1,000. Tens times hundreds are thousands. So now I just need to change that 75,000 into 75 what? 1,000. 1,000 represents 3 zeros, and that's the language. This is the zeros that represents the thousands. So if I look this one now without, I can see, oh, I have 25, I have 3 times 25 is 75, and I have 1, 2, 3 zeros to add. 1, 2, 3 zeros, and I'm done. That's how simple it is that. But I hope that you understand the logic besides all this, because you can use either one strategy till you have a fluency of doing it. Okay, now explain how knowing 50 times 4 is the same as 200 helps you to find 500 times 400. So explain. So if you have 50 times 4, let's see, 50 times 4 is same as 5 times 10 times 4. Okay, so 5 times 4 times 10, I'm going to do that. So 5 times 4 is 20, and times 10 equals 200, because I got to zeros from the 20 times 10 is 200. Now, if I needed to do 500 times 400, I can see this as also 5 times 100 times 4 times 100, because 2 zeros represents 100. 2 zeros represents 100. 2 0 represents 100. So now I can use same like I did here. 5 times 4 is really 5 times 4 is 20, and then you need to multiply 100 times 100, which 5 times 4 is 20, same like here. 5 times 4 is 20, and this is 20 times 10, but this will be 20 times now 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, which will be 20 times 10,000. So this is 20 times 10 is 200, and 20 times 10,000, 20 times 10, 20 times 10. You see the language? This is just 20 times 10, 200, but this is 20 times 10 is 200. But what they are thousands, because this is not just a 10, it's a 10,000. 10,000. So that is, the answer is 20,000. So the multiplication, the digits are the same, 5 and 4, 5 and 4, and a multiple of tens. So that's what. And we can also see that how many times, this is good additional work, like how many times is a 200 greater than 200. So you can see, if you think about 200 times what is equals 200,000. So you can see that the digits 200 is the same as this. So what is missing is the 3 zeros, a missing number with the 1,000. So here is the missing number, and that is the 1,000. So you can, it's just additional for you to know. Okay, guys, this was Mrs. Z, and it was Exit Ticket Lesson 1. Okay, love you, stay safe, and be smart. Bye-bye.